Narcissists are kind to everyone, except the person who loves them most. One of the most confusing things about narcissists is how kind they can appear to everyone else around them. They smile at strangers, help coworkers, charm friends, and act incredibly respectful in public situations. People look at them and think, there's no way this person could be emotionally abusive, and that is exactly what makes the experience so painful for the person closest to them. Because behind closed doors, the version of them you experience feels completely different. The warmth they give to outsiders suddenly disappears when they are alone with you. The patience they show everyone else somehow never exists inside the relationship. And over time, you begin asking yourself one painful question: why are they kind to everyone except me? At first, you try to explain it away logically. You assume they are stressed, overwhelmed, or emotionally exhausted from life. You tell yourself that maybe they just feel comfortable enough to be imperfect around you. But eventually, the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. They speak politely to strangers while criticizing you harshly over small things. They give attention and empathy to other people while emotionally neglecting you completely. They listen carefully when others talk, but interrupt or dismiss you constantly. And the contrast becomes emotionally devastating because you know they are capable of kindness. That is what hurts the most. Not the absence of kindness itself, but the selective nature of it. Because when someone treats everyone badly, you immediately recognize the problem. But when someone treats everyone else wonderfully and only mistreats you, you begin blaming yourself instead of questioning them. This is how narcissistic relationships quietly damage your self-worth over time. The narcissist creates a public image that makes you doubt your private reality. Everyone else sees the charming, generous, funny version of them. But you experience the coldness, manipulation, criticism, and emotional distance. And when you try explaining it to other people, they often struggle to believe you. They say things like, "But they've always been so nice to me." Or, "Maybe you're misunderstanding them." And suddenly, you feel even more isolated and emotionally trapped. What many people fail to understand is that narcissists are often deeply invested in appearances. Their kindness toward outsiders is usually connected to image, validation, and admiration. Being liked by other people feeds their ego and protects their reputation. It helps them maintain control over how the world perceives them. But inside close relationships, something changes completely. The closer you get to a narcissist, the less they feel the need to perform kindness consistently. Because once they believe you are emotionally attached, they stop trying to impress you. They assume your loyalty will remain even while they slowly withdraw emotional care. And this creates one of the most emotionally confusing dynamics imaginable. You keep chasing the kind version of them that everyone else gets to experience. You keep hoping the warmth you saw in the beginning will finally return permanently. You keep thinking, maybe if I love them better, they'll treat me differently. But the truth is much deeper than that. Narcissists are often kind to people who require little emotional accountability from them. Strangers, coworkers, and casual friends usually do not challenge their behavior deeply. Those relationships stay on the surface where charm can easily survive. But intimate relationships require vulnerability, empathy, patience, and emotional responsibility. And these are often the exact areas where narcissists struggle the most. So instead of emotional closeness creating more warmth, it often creates irritation, defensiveness, and control issues inside them. The more emotionally connected you become, the more they begin seeing your needs as pressure instead of intimacy. Your emotions become drama. Your pain becomes neediness. Your honesty becomes criticism. And slowly, you start becoming the emotional punching bag for their unresolved issues. Meanwhile, they continue showing kindness to outsiders because it benefits their image. It allows them to appear emotionally healthy while avoiding real accountability at home. And that contradiction can deeply damage the person who loves them most. Because you start wondering what is wrong with you specifically. You begin believing you must somehow deserve the cold treatment. After all, if they can be kind to everyone else, why not you? But this is the part you need to truly understand. Their inability to consistently love you with empathy is not proof that you are hard to love. It is proof that performative kindness and genuine emotional intimacy are not the same thing. Anyone can appear kind in situations that require little emotional depth. But true character is revealed in close relationships where empathy is tested consistently. A narcissist may know how to impress people publicly, but that does not mean they know how to emotionally protect the person closest to them. And once you finally understand that difference, you stop measuring your worth by how poorly they treated you. You realize their selective kindness was never a reflection of your value. It was a reflection of their inability to sustain genuine emotional intimacy. And that realization becomes the beginning of your emotional freedom.